line. He'll kick it away.
The Bears take over. Replay to win. Let's go. 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And
this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Ian Thomas, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3. 58 to Mike. All day, baby. All day, baby. Alert flare. Any weapon. Check 24.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
The pass on 3rd down. Incomplete. Intended for Austin Eckler. Sets up 4th down.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for the Lions. 46 yards. And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover him.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Hey, one set. Check, Michael. Mike 54. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Second and goal from the 1.
Mike 5-4. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Second and 1. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, but now it's third and goal.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. They're going to look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky, and no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Motion, motion, motion. 58's the line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Herndon's got it complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Check the backer, check the backer. Bang, 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 bang.
2nd and 13. Going up top. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. 58, boys, 58, 58. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover. Sponge, no, no, no. Zip it. Go. Go, go. Go, go.
He'll drop to throw. This will be caught by Brown. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd down, Eckler. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Second and 11. Got a man. It's Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Watch the ass.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They were trying to go to Brown once again, but it'll be 2nd down. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Lions are going to win this game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Lions, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.